Module 10. Network Strategy. Pharma companies typically grow through mergers and acquisitions, and as they grow, it's inevitable that with the new products will come new suppliers. Over time, a company will reach a point where they have a large network of suppliers and contract manufacturing partners. Fuliginous Management Consulting analysed 2,500 products produced by European manufacturers. They discovered that the average ratio of products pharma companies allocate to external manufacturing partners is 2.2. In other words, for every 100 products a pharma company manufactures, they'll be working with 45 different CMOs, which may or may not be the most efficient way of working. Within manufacturing, network strategy refers to the holistic approach of designing, optimizing, and managing a network of manufacturing facilities and partners, including CDMOs, that a biopharma company uses to produce its products. It's a strategy that aims to balance factors such as cost with quality, flexibility, risk, and ensuring market responsiveness. And due to the long lead times in manufacturing, it typically has a medium to long-term view, over an 8 to 10 year horizon. Why network strategy matters. Network strategy can help your organisation achieve a number of strategic goals. These could include future capacity. With capacity under pressure in particular growth categories, it's important to ensure that you have the capacity for growth aligned with your product pipeline and business strategy. It can help with cost optimization into a fewer number of reliable partners, can significantly optimize production costs across different locations and partners. Network strategy should seek to improve supply chain resilience and risk management, often by dual sourcing products for more than one manufacturer. Moving your network to more sustainable partners can support decarbonization and ESG goals. Using the right facilities in the right locations can support global market access. And you can create a more innovative network by leveraging the expertise of forward-thinking CDMOs. At CDMO Live 2024, Bayer's Malik Akhtar and David Berman announced Project Martini, their network strategy initiative to shake up and consolidate a network of 200 contract manufacturers that accounted for approximately half of their global sales. Part of the objective was cost control, as the company shifted its attention to cost management and cash flow by right-sizing inventories that accumulated during the COVID-19 pandemic. They explained that one of the success factors for the project was to emerge with a leaner, more consolidated network, and so they looked for partners capable of serving a wide range of technologies and possessing the innovation capabilities to provide future-proof solutions. At the same time as consolidating, it was vital that Bayer maintained a resilient and reliable supply chain. So to achieve this equilibrium, they implemented dual sourcing strategies, where for certain products or formulations, they established two sources. These operate on a parent-child model, where the parent site produces a significant portion of the volume and the child site produces the remaining portion. It's a setup designed for flexibility, allowing Bayer to switch between the parent and child sites as needed. It's an approach that mitigates over-reliance on a single partner. Here are some steps to developing an effective network strategy. First, define your strategic objectives. Align with the long-term goals of your business, including the product strategy, sustainability, cost reduction objectives, resilience, etc. Make sure to analyse demand patterns with forecasts for what they should be over the next 5 to 10 years. All of which should be done in close collaboration with both internal and external stakeholders. Network planning is a collaborative process. Make sure you're closely aligned with your organisation's leadership goals. You should also seek input from external partners. It's good practice to share your long-term objectives with your strategic partners so that they can collaborate with you to build the capabilities and capacities needed for the future. Daniel Herney is Director of Manufacturing Network Strategy and Business Intelligence for Bristol Myers Squibb. He explained the importance in network strategy of setting your North Star. These are guiding principles that can help set the direction of your network strategy and make it clear to stakeholders what's important to you. He advises setting clear strategic imperatives for the manufacturing network which are aligned to the company's strategy, and prioritise transparent communication across the network. Collect as much data as you can in order to drive so that your decision-making is data-driven. He recommends taking an outside-in perspective as a way to counteract the bias of inward focus, considering industry trends and external factors and how that will make an impact on your business over the medium to long term. Next, assess the current state. Evaluate your existing manufacturing network. Identify any gaps and opportunities, as well as mapping any foreseeable supply chain risks. A useful principle for any kind of manufacturing is standardization. It may not always be possible, but where it is, you should aim for your manufacturing network to work with you in a standardized way. This could mean standardized processes, communication channels, standardized reporting and KPIs, any possible product or packaging standardization, and using the same language in your contracts. Any steps towards standardization will help create a more efficient and better run network, and gives you more flexibility when making changes, such as moving work from one contract manufacturing partner to another. Once you've gathered together all of your inputs, you can start to develop your strategy. Factors to consider include evaluating make versus buy decisions, i.e. what to produce in-house versus what to outsource. You can start to identify potential partners, and it's useful to design and simulate network scenarios. It's hard to forecast what's going to happen over the next 5 to 10 years, so it's good practice to design and simulate various network scenarios as a way to stress test your network and make sure you've got enough resilience built in. Then, evaluate and select the optimal strategy. This can be optimized around multiple factors such as cost versus quality, flexibility versus commitment, etc. And you can define your performance metrics and KPIs. When you come to implementing the strategy, make sure to carefully phase the implementation so that you manage risks, establish clear governance structures and communication channels, and carefully manage any organisational change. It's important to regularly review network performance and make necessary adjustments by continuously monitoring and adjusting the approach. Conduct regular strategy reviews and be ready to adapt to market changes and new technologies as required. We recommend continuous assessment of CDMO performance and refining the network based on lessons learned. Network optimization is an ongoing activity rather than a one-off initiative. Takeaways from this module. Manufacturing network strategy is key to optimizing large CMO networks and requires a long-term outlook aligned with your business objectives. It must balance multiple factors, including capacity, cost, quality, sustainability, supply chain resilience, and more, in order to meet both current and future business needs. Consolidate and strategically select partners who can contribute to your long-term success, prioritizing those with wide technological capabilities and innovation potential. Use scenario planning and implement strategies such as dual sourcing to improve your network resilience. It's an ongoing process, so continuous adaptation is required. Build in regular reviews, performance assessments, and adjustments, which should take into account changing market conditions, technological advancements, and your organisation's needs. Next, watch this video from CDMO Live, in which Bayer's Malik Akhtar and David Berman presented Project Martini, their network strategy to shake up and consolidate a network of 200 contract manufacturers. After that, please take the short quiz to test your learning.